Aileen Wuornos biography. American serial killer Aileen Carol Wuornos was a serial killer who had killed 7 men. She is widely believed to be the United States' first female serial killer. She was convicted for 6 of the murders and sentenced to death. She was executed by lethal injection at the Florida State Prison FSB on October 9, 2002. The product of a highly dysfunctional marriage, Aileen was subjected to horrific tortures as a young girl. Her father was a pedophile who was in jail at the time of her birth, while her mother was an immature teenager who abandoned Aileen and her brother. Brought up by her grandparents, Aileen became a victim of rampant childhood sexual abuse at the hands of her grandfather. Exposed to sexual activities at a tender age, she began providing sexual favors in exchange for food, drugs, and cigarettes when she was just 11 years old. She was raped and became pregnant when she was just 14. She claimed that her brother was the father of her child. Thrown out of her grandparents' home as a teenager, she began eking out a living as a prostitute. She later started robbing and killing men, earning the notoriety of being the first female American serial killer. Childhood and early life. Aileen was born Aileen Carol Pickman on February 29, 1956, in Troy, Michigan, USA, to Leo Dale and Diane Wuornos. Her father was a psychopath and child molester, and was incarcerated at the time of her birth. He eventually committed suicide. Her mother abandoned Aileen and her brother, who were then adopted by her maternal grandparents. Her grandfather was a pedophile and sexually abused the girl from a young age. She also developed sexual relations with her brother. She began engaging in sexual activities in school in exchange for drugs and food when she was just 11 years old. She became pregnant when she was 14 and was moved to a home for unwed mothers. Her baby was given up for adoption. When her grandmother died, she was thrown out of the home by her grandfather. She then started working as a prostitute to earn a living. Offenses and incarcerations. She adopted a life of crime from an early age. In 1974, she was arrested for driving under the influence, disorderly conduct, and firing a .22 caliber pistol from a moving vehicle. She failed to appear before the court when summoned. She was involved in an armed robbery of a convenience store in 1981. She was sentenced to prison on May 1982 and got released on June 1983. Over the next couple of years, she was arrested again on charges of attempting to pass forged checks. She was also a suspect in the theft case of a missing revolver. After a period of 6 months, the body of her second victim was found. On June 1990, the naked body of David Spears was found with multiple bullet wounds. He had been shot with a .22 pistol. A vehicle belonging to a missing merchant seaman named Peter Seams was found crashed on July 1990. Eyewitnesses reported that 2 women were seen in the vehicle. According to their description, the police suspected one of the women to be Aileen Wuornos. The body of a delivery driver named Eugene Burris was found on August 1990. He had been shot twice with a .22 caliber pistol. On September 1990, the body of a former police chief named Dick Humphreys was found bearing 6 bullet wounds from a .22 pistol. This body was found in Marion County. The killer's final victim was found on November 1990. Walter Antonio, a truck driver, had been killed less than 24 hours before his body was found. Like other bodies, this body too was naked and had been shot 4 times with a .22 firearm. The police soon found enough evidence to suspect Wuornos for the killings. She was found guilty of murdering 6 of the men. The body of Peter Seams was never found. She was penalized with 6 death sentences. Initially, she maintained that all the victims had violently raped her when she was working as a prostitute. Later on, she changed her statements and gave inconsistent accounts of the killings. Major crimes. After killing 7 men sequentially, Aileen Wuornos earned the ignominious credit of being the first female serial killer from the United States. Her troubled childhood and the events that led to the killings often generated sympathy among public. Personal life and legacy. She met the 69-year-old yacht club president Louis Gratz fell in 1976. Louis Gratz married Aileen Wuornos the same year. However, due to her antisocial behavior, Fell divorced her a few weeks after the wedding. She started a relationship with Tyria Moore in 1986. The couple had a 4-year-long relationship which ended in 1990. She was penalized with 6 death sentences for the murders that she had committed. On October 9, 2002, she was executed by the state of Florida by lethal injection. Trivia actor Charlize Theron won the Academy Award for Best Actress for portraying this notorious serial killer in the movie Monster. For more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.